What's up, Sooner Nation? It is early signing period, and the Sooners have another one signed, sealed, delivered, and Liam Evans, the kicker from Moore, right from the backyard of Norman, Oklahoma. A guy who has a 4.0 GPA, scored really high in his ACT, and is going to be an early enrollee, so he can start practicing there very early. Very excited about him. This is a position group that a lot of fans, guys, would say, oh, you better get a kicker. Like, it's been kind of elevated after this last year with some struggles they had in the special teams. And Liam Evans, of course, it's different ratings, but the Kohl's professional kicking camps, he was a five-star guy. Last year, I think 2023 or this year, I believe he kicked a 56-yarder into like a 10-mile-per-hour wind. The guy is he's not big. He's 5'8", but his leg swing, very compact, utilizes it well. And I think he's got a very good future, and he's going to push to start this next year, guys.
Yeah, 5-star kicker, according to Kohl's. Again, their ratings are a little different, so I'll tell you what really matters. 7th-ranked kicker in the country. That's big time, top 10. Won the kicking competition, like Jerm said, by kicking 56 yards into 10-mile-per-hour wind and drilled it. At Moore, he was drilling 50-yarders pretty much weekly. They were to the 40-yard line or 33-yard line, whatever 7 yards for the snap. That was Liam Evans' range for Moore this year. They kicked a few over 50 yards over the course of their season. So, again, last year, the kicking issues, it was awful. There's no other way to put it. It's unacceptable at Oklahoma. You should have a kicker to be able to go out there and be money. We see it every year. I mean, UCF, their kicker was drilling them. Boomer was his last name, actually. That game, just drilling them. Oklahoma, that wasn't the case. They had injuries. Gavin Marshall, the backup kicker, he wasn't able to even step in over the second half of the season because of an injury. So, again, another kicker coming in, 5-star, one of the top kickers in the country, 7th overall. More competition in that room. Got to stay healthy. Got to PWO, so not a scholarship thing. It's why you don't hear much about them from like 247 or anything like that. But again, just more kickers in the room, the better. Open kicking competition. I don't think anyone will be opposed to that because at the bare minimum, it's going to make the current starter, Zach Schmidt, even better.
You just basically took what I was going to say, Hunter, about the competition. What this does is guys like Zach Schmidt, Gavin Marshall, they're really going to be pushed even more than they have been. So it's going to, competition brings out the best in everybody. If it doesn't, probably not time to be on be in that area. I mean, if you can't handle the competition, so it's going to bring out the best in everybody, I think, and it's just going to make those guys get better. But Liam Evans, I've watched a ton of high school football in my lifetime, and I can count maybe on one finger one person that I've seen in high school live that can kick the ball like Liam Evans. You don't see it very often, at least I haven't in high school football, where guys are just automatic in high school football above 40 yards. And a lot of times in high school football, you're like, well, they're probably going to go for it because they don't have a kicker that can drill this. Not with Liam Evans. The guy's a machine out there kicking footballs. And I think it's impressive. And it translates. It's not like a guy that maybe the size, it doesn't matter. Kicking a football in high school it translates right to college. Okay. The only difference is the pressure of it mentally, but everything else, the physical aspects, it's the same ball, it's the same field, everything's the same. So I see him really, really putting pressure on the other two, and may the best kicker win, guys.
Well, not everything's the same, Jay. The field goal post.
I know the goalposts are a little bit smaller, but when you're hitting through the middle, it doesn't matter.
Jay, who is the guy that you said you've seen one guy? Who is that guy? Do you remember? Or are you saying he's it?
Yeah, Union. Way.
Yeah. Hey,
went to TU. I'm not talking about Tress. I'm talking about
Kohl.
He had a huge leg.
Hey, listen. I think in this position where I think pressure is probably even increased at this position over every other position. You got a lot riding on you. That there's people who are going to rip you a new one if you miss a kick. Okay, that's the way it is. I would much rather Liam Evans come in and play as a freshman and be there for 4 years. You're not going to leave early as a kicker. I would much rather have a guy like the Bama guy that set records, because you're going to have it. They're only going to get better. I would rather struggle maybe early and know that he could be the guy for 4 years than maybe have him just sit in the back and only come and play 2 or 3 years down the road. That's my personal opinion on it. In this position, I think they're going to choose the best kicker, but we saw what happened this year. I'm not saying there's going to be a change, but Liam Evans at least puts you in the position to maybe have a guy who, like you said, Jay and Hunter, is going to push to play early.
Yeah, at this point, I would be a little shocked if there is not a change. Like, if you have other kickers healthy, like, at some point, it's got to improve. Got to. And if there's not a change, then surely that means Zach Schmidt stepped it up this offseason, really figured it out, all the issues that he's had. Maybe it was the holds. I know that was some of the issues at times were holds and all of that, but you cannot be in a position to where you need a field goal to win in Power 5 football, Power 4 football, playing in the SEC, and you're not able to kick a field goal because you don't trust your kicker. Like, that can't happen. Hopefully Liam Evans coming in is someone who can kind of change that trajectory that OU's starting to head towards.
Well, and that gives them 3 kickers on the roster, which does not happen very often. So
they have quite a few kickers. It's just you don't hear about them because they're all walk-ons. Like I don't remember who said it. Someone said only time you know a specialist's name is when they make a mistake. Like,
yeah, that's true. But Liam Evans, I mean,
that was from a special teams player.
What's that?
I said the one who said that was a special teams player, Kohl Moose from Kansas.
Yeah. Hey, but out of Liam Evans, Gavin Marshall, and Zach Schmidt, I mean, I think we all would sit here and probably say Liam Evans has the strongest leg, just based off what I've seen.
That's why I'm saying line these 3 guys up from 50-plus yards, give them 10 kicks, and we'll see. I'm looking at Link first. I'm looking at Link first because Schmidt oftentimes are short on 50-plus. Like, didn't get it there. I mean, if you can't get it there, that's a problem.
I differ with you a little bit because I think you're not kicking a whole lot over 50 yards. To me, that 40 to 50-yard range, that's where Schmidt really struggled. He struggled all around. But
what I thought was weird with the whole Schmidt thing is I watch him in warm-ups every single week. He's making them in warm-ups.
Well, kicking is a lot mental, man.
Yeah, it is. And then you get to Dallas, and it was like a 44-yarder, and it was 10 yards short, like not even close. Like, it's weird. It's weird how it's kind of transpired.
Well, you know what I love about Liam Evans, though, is if you follow him on Twitter, he's always posting videos of him, kind of like Turk used to do, practicing, right? And, I mean, he's putting it on there all the time, getting ready, practicing, trying to get better. And I think that's just a kudos to him, the characteristics of him trying to get better every day, trying to get better. That's all you can do as a kicker. Get better. You could be a kicker. You can work on your game by yourself and really improve. You know what I mean? And so I think he's a guy that comes in driven, determined, and he's a really good kicker, really talented. We obviously know that by the stars. Now, how's that going to translate to the college level? We'll see. And if anything, it's going to help those other guys raise their game.
He's been going to kicking camps for a few years. The 18 inches between the ears is where this is going to be made, okay? And like you said, Hunter, Schmidt struggled in the games. Obviously, there was some mental thing. If the worst-case scenario is Liam Evans on campus is going to force the other 2 to be better. And if that's the worst thing, that's not a bad thing. So it's going to be a good competition. I'm just excited that Liam Evans is going to be a Sooner. He's signed, sealed, and delivered. University of Oklahoma kicker Liam Evans out of Moore, Oklahoma. Excited for him to be on campus. Thanks for watching this video. Till next time, Boomer.
Sooner.